So yes, you are looking at the multitude of foam rollers that happen in our house every freaking day. We alternate. They're good. All right, replayers, if you are joining in, don't forget to be tapping for those hearts, and you can still share. It's huge because when I come back and see who's getting value, it's the replayers. Unfortunately, I can't see hearts after the replays start, so I'm looking at the hearts on the replayers. All right, I'm going to flip it around. Hello, everyone. So this is the first time I'm doing the horizontal broadcast, but I think it'll be easier to show you a couple of moves. We'll see. I may hate it and never do it again. Okay. So while we are waiting for everyone to join, hello, those of you who have been here before, you know the drill. You give me a little fist bump and tell me what kind of workout you have done for the day. And those of you who are new, make sure to say hi and put in your name so that I can associate your name with your handle. Yes, so there are a few things that I have demoed before that I'm going to go back and do again now that we have horizontal, because it was like a weird thing where half my body was in and out. Ben, way to go. Awesome. Hey, Rachel. Hey, Jeff. Thanks for joining, you guys. So, like I said, today we're actually going to continue a little bit of a discussion we had yesterday, which is all about our hips. So I'm serious, I can't figure out where to look with the horizontal. It's making me a little crazy. So when we're talking about our hips for runners, it is this crazy thing that causes the majority of issues, but most people don't even realize it. Hey, Lynn, thanks for joining again. Hey, Bobby. Oh, I don't even know how to pronounce that, so I'm going to ties, maybe. Okay. So our hips, yes, they are, our powerhouse, but particularly for women, they are the cause of almost every running injury that we have. In all the time that I have been coaching and in all the years I have been running and the issues I have gone through, I have very rarely heard someone come to me and say that the PT or the doctor didn't tell them they needed to work on their hips. So it is an area that we neglect. For those of you who are joining for the first time, I am Amanda from RunToTheFinish, which is a top health and fitness blog as rated by Greatest Women's Health Magazine, Fitness, and others. And my goal is to help people get out of their own damn way, so to overcome the mental, physical, and emotional obstacles that are stopping them from achieving what they want. So one of those obstacles might be your freaking hips. Hey, Paige, thanks for joining. And yes, so the hips, you got me to talk about this specifically. So I'm glad you were able to make it. There are a ton of different exercises that you can do, and the truth is you don't have to spend tons of time on any of this. I spend a few minutes every day doing some hip exercises, and I can tell you that it has, I had a knee issue that was driving me crazy, and within doing some of these for just a few days, it went away. But it has kept me from having a IT band issue for years now. So if any of you have had IT band issues or knee issues, give me some hearts. Let me know this is something you guys have dealt with. Okay, so I had IT band issues for years, kept me out of running at points. It was painful and awful, and I could not figure out what to do. I was foam rolling the crap out of that thing. Yeah, I am foam rolling it, I am stretching, I am changing shoes, I am doing my dynamic warm-up, I'm doing everything, but I was not doing enough hip work. Once I started doing that, it has been gone, and as you've heard me say on here before, I run an average of maybe 40 miles a week. I do long runs, I do speed work, and I have not had IT band issues again. So, I want to show you a couple of moves that you can try. I'm always showing you different ones, just because different things kind of click or work for different people. And so we'll see how this does on landscape mode here, and if you can hear me. So since I'm stepping back, I won't be able to read your questions, so just keep giving me some hearts and I'll know you're still there and you can still hear. Oh, back injuries suck. But having a good PT around, that's nice. Okay, so here's the first one, and even on landscape, I'm going to cut out, but that's okay. So you're going to put your weight on one leg, and then it's called a dodo bird. And here's the beauty of Periscope. You're going to see me fall, lean, twist, and everything else. This is no YouTube where it's been edited. So I like to do this barefoot because you don't want to be relying on your shoe for anything. The goal here is to build strength and stability all the way up your leg. So we start on one leg, we're hinging at the waist. So the first time you go down, you stretch right in front of you. Second time, you cross your hand over. And then the third time, you cross kind of out to the side. So you're going to do that maybe 10 reps. Switch to your other leg. And I'll be honest, I kind of love that one because you can feel your core engaging, like you have no option but to engage your core so that you don't fall flat on your face. Yes, so you can do it with a weight, but to be honest, for a lot of runners, they need to start out doing 0 weight because we don't spend enough time in the weight room. So just starting out without any weight and doing that for a number of reps, you will be really surprised at how sore your glute is and how good your core feels. So you are going to run faster and farther and better when you get both of those muscles stronger. Yes, it's super challenging even without a weight. Now, Ben, you do CrossFit, so you're probably all about the weight. Yeah. Yes, so you're probably well in advance ready to like rock some weight on that. And like I said, honestly, do not overdo these. So when you're first starting out with doing some of the hip moves, just do 10 on each side and call it a day. Then as you've been doing it a little bit, yes, work up to doing 2 or 3 rounds. But sometimes we get so excited that we like jump in with 4 rounds and then we can't run the next day. And so we refuse to ever do them again. Ooh, Chicago. Good luck. Good luck. Okay, so that's tip number 1. You don't have to go all in to start. Go in easy so that you don't hate them and you will keep doing them. Okay, let's look at one more move that I love, love, love. Okay, for this one, you get to lay down. That doesn't mean it's easy. So you bring your knee into your chest, and then with the foot, so I'll do it this way. With the foot that is on the ground, the goal is to activate the glute. So you want this in as tight as possible, and then you push with this leg. And you'll notice it's a really small movement. This isn't a bridge. It's a very small contraction, and it helps. The more you have this leg in tight, the more you're going to feel the appropriate contraction. So that is sort of working into like right in the middle of your glute, which is a place that's kind of hard to get a lot of times. And that one move, it's different because we're very used to maybe doing a bridge or leg lifts, and that one really helps you to get into that deep muscle. So I like it because it is something different to kind of activate a different area. Yes, so you can see I have a stockpile of 3 different foam rollers back here. I use different foam rollers for different things, and they are fantastic for your hips. So especially because we have those tight muscles, they are a great way to kind of help loosen them up. Now, the red one, ooh, that was a good point. The red one is like super soft, and it's the one that my husband will use. He refuses to use the others because they're too painful. I have a solid, dense black one, and then I have another one that has a grid on it. Honestly, I mean, they all work. It kind of is what works for you and how long you've been using them, but the foam roller is amazing for hips, for sure. For sure. And I know Trainer Paige has been popping in with some tips and things here, so you guys should be following her too. She offers fabulous tips on training, and I love watching her do TRX. She gave me some amazing ideas for that. So if she's still in here, make sure you tap her name the next time she comments to follow her. The rumble roller is great. I mean, that sucker is intense, so I can't say that I use it a lot. It's a little bit like the grid roller. I mean, that's intense. It's really going to dig in there. I prefer just kind of the smooth roller. I have a little more control over it. I also use... Oh, well, naked or clothed, I suppose, depends on who you're working out with. So I also like to use the stick specifically on my calf muscles because I think it's really hard for me, at least, to use the foam roller on my calf muscles and feel like I get them. Yeah, that was a great question, right? Some days the troll's not a problem, other days. So, see, I'm foam rolling right now. I can't even help it. I'm just holding it, and it makes me think of it. So I like to use the stick on, I know, our house is ridiculous. I mean, foam rollers and sticks everywhere. We have other ones, too. But I like this one on my calves. I have, as my husband says, the world's most ridiculous calves. So my calves are well-defined. I'm very lucky, but they're the size of some people's, thigh muscles. So this, for me, is a better way to get in there. Lacrosse balls are really good. I have one that I think it's called a trigger point ball, and it's the same thing as a lacrosse ball. I love standing up straight and rolling my foot over that and putting the full pressure of my body on it. It releases tension all the way up the leg. I love that. And when I really am glutting for a punishment, yeah, you get on that ball like right on your hip. Yeah, that's going to release some stuff. It hurts, though. So, hello, new follower. Thanks for joining in. So, you might need to watch the replay. Today, we are talking about a couple of moves you can do to strengthen your hips that are going to help prevent knee pain, IT band pain, and generally kind of help keep you from getting injured when you're running. I don't have the footballer. I have another one that has like a whole bunch of balls on it from someone else I should really know. I'm glad you love to run. Tell me your name so I can associate it with and not just call you Overtime. I have so many. It's getting out of control. I started getting rid of some of them to other people. I started offloading. I had like 4 of these at one point. It was not okay. Hi, Kurt. Yes, the trigger point ball is perfect. That's what I use it for. Ooh. Well, see, now you're going to make me, go buy another one. This is not okay. You can't. Although, today's entire post was about rotating shoes, and I'm quite certain that I helped the entire shoe economy today, and then a number of people went out and bought new running shoes. So I guess if you're making me buy another roller, I can handle that. Okay, gang. Yeah, I think that's all I have for today. So, Ben, thank you. I appreciate that. Every day, 3:45, we do Runner Scope where we answer all different kinds of things. So Wednesday was our workout. Tuesday was a quick tip. Thursday, we talk a little bit more about nutrition. And Friday is where we have an open Q&A. And then this week, I will be on a cruise starting on Saturday. So, because I haven't mentioned that here, but I am a travel writer as well. So, we'll see how much I can share from the cruise. It depends on the internet. The electro massage thing. So, basically, they are stimulating your muscles, and they are good in a couple of instances. So a lot of us, going back to our hips and our glutes, we have poor glute activation. So those muscles have actually become turned off. So the electrostimulation can help to wake them up, and they're really good for that. I generally prefer to have someone like a chiropractor or a PT who really knows how to use those things be doing them. I know you can get them at home, but it's just not something I would use a ton, so that's my best answer on that. I've done it at the chiro, and I really appreciate it when he does it, but I wouldn't do it, yeah. So yeah, it'll get your glutes activated. It's fantastic for that. I can't imagine that I would use it like at home all the time. They have little ones you can buy for at home, but so that would be my thought on that.